Hey everybody, it is Valley Williams. I am sitting here talking San Diego real estate, all things real estate really, with my friend Sarah. Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. How are you?
I'm good. I love having you on the show,
Thank you so
mostly
much.
because I like numbers and you're really good at statistics. You know the stats of San Diego. But I don't think that's what we're here to talk about today so much.
Not
Probably have
much.
some stats. Look
Yes.
at you. You always have your
My cheat sheet here.
yeah, you're always working. You're always
Thank
on
you.
call, ready to go.
Yes.
But I like that, that you do know your numbers and you do know San Diego real estate numbers-wise. And I think we were going to talk about just where the market's going, what things are, what's happening in real estate, and then we also are seeing a lot of buyers just struggling to get their offer accepted. And I want to talk about the struggle, the why, the how, and then how to get to getting your offer accepted.
Great. You brought a very great point, actually. Our market hasn't changed since last couple of months that we talk. Our inventory is still extremely low, and buyers definitely have struggles with having their offers accepted. And the main reasons, some of the main reasons are because, number one, they don't know what they can qualify for. They start searching for a home, getting into cars with realtors, seeing homes, not knowing that how much they can afford to buy a home. That's a number one problem. And I always tell them that know your numbers so you can have easy going and making sure that this is what you can afford. So highly recommend them to go work with someone like yourself,
lender.
Lender, to know their numbers. So that's a PowerPoint. And then the next thing is that know what they want. So they have a list of criteria for yourself. I mean, with these days, with all the shows around TV and stuff, you can have a list of items that are very important to you. Location, how close is to your work, if the COVID happens, schools, if you have kids, that it's important for you. So the communication, the commute is very important for a lot of them. So know what those are. What do you want inside the house? Do you want to have a pool, not pool, big yard? All of those is really important for them to have some basic idea about moving forward, so they don't waste their time, moving from home to home and then getting disappointed, oh, this is not the right home, and then they find out things like that. And then have that consultation with your agent so they can open up based on your needs, that which area would be beneficial for you to move, to live down the road. If you're living in a house for 5, 7, 10 years, so if you have kids, what are your goals of living? Is this going to be your first home? Is it going to be your forever home? Is it going to be your retirement home? All of these are the factors that they need to have, consult their agent so they can, with complete knowledge is power, they can go ahead and they can make their purchase. And another factor is that you need to be flexible with our inventory.
That was my next question. I love it. You just read my mind.
So it's our inventory is tight. So, and if you're looking to buy a home, you need to know that what are the things that you're willing to pay in order to, win that listing, have your offer actually being accepted by the seller. A lot of times buyers say that, I want to have a great deal. Okay, what does that mean to you?
Right.
Do you want to have discounted? This is not a discount market. We were reading the data about NAR that recently released, and one of the challenges is that our foreclosures are less than 1%.
Yep.
Especially in California. So you can't really find foreclosures here if you're looking for home over $1 million or something, 5 bedrooms and stuff. You cannot really get it.
And a deal doesn't really mean lower price than what the seller's asking for.
No.
It's kind of like, I hate to be like cliche, but like you go shopping at Kohl's and they're like 20% off market price. It's like, but is market price really market price? So getting a deal off of the list price doesn't mean it's a deal. Sometimes a good investment is you buy a house at full list price, but it has the ability to add an ADU on the property, or it's zoned. Maybe it's zoned for a 2-unit.
That's a great point. Yeah, I always talk about when we see homes, I would tell my clients that these are the potentials you can add or change later on. So they have this complete open mind about moving forward when they want to make an offer. What are the potentials for this home? Can I use it as a rental property later to just generate income for me? Or can I add, for example, a pool in this house? Or can I add a granny flat or something on it? So these are the facts that people need to educate
Consider,
themselves and
yeah.
consider when they move forward.
That's getting a deal in this market.
Yes, and at the end of the day, if you really want to take advantage of our current, loans and mortgages that are available with low interest rate, this is great time that you can start thinking about how you can change some of the criteria in your offers when you're making offers,
Right.
some of the terms to have the sellers consider your offer when you're in multiple offer situations.
I'm seeing a lot of appraisal contingency waivers from your contract.
That's
if you have a
exactly-
good amount of money down, a lot of times we're getting waivers where we don't have to do appraisals. I know interest rates are in the 2s, fixed for 30 years in the 2s. VAs, we're in the like 2.25 range. So it's just it's insane.
Exactly. Sometimes people got fixated on, who's going to pay for termite? Termite is $120. Termite inspection, you can easily pay it. I'm willing to pay that for my clients, to just have it done. So the seller sees that, okay, you're really eager, you really want this house. So there are things that you can easily change in your end to understand, and then so make sure that your offer pops up among all the other offers.
And this is why I think people need to understand that it's important to use an experienced, seasoned agent, not just their friend or family who just got licensed or somebody that does it part-time. Not to knock anybody, because some people are good and it doesn't, that's fine. But I think it's a huge investment, right?
It is.
But now's the time to be with somebody who's professional, that does this as a profession.
And full time.
Yeah, and because it is a full-time job, you need somebody that's Sarah. If Sarah was my agent, she's sending me listings recommendations, not me saying, "Hey, I found this online," because not everything gets syndicated from the MLS to
Zillow,
other websites, and sometimes Sarah may have know about an off-market property that would fit your needs, that you would never know otherwise. So it's important to be aligned with somebody who has the connections, has the seasoning, has the experience to represent you in a way. And you don't pay the buyer's agent. That's what people don't get. They don't pay you.
Right.
They don't pay an agent to shop, so they need to go work with somebody that's going to represent them properly.
Right.
Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, yes. You brought a great point, actually. Working as an exclusive Zillow's partner in San Diego County.
That's right. I heard you guys got that.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we got that, and that's a really huge plus for my clients, because Zillow buying properties, and if those properties doesn't fit in Zillow's buy box, we have a chance of they would hand it out to us.
Client.
So I had a chance to give it to some of those off-market deals, pass it on to my clients, and we were able to close those transactions off the market. So yes,
that is a whole nother segment, and we're going to have Sarah come back. We need to share that with the people, but we're out of time. So come back so we can discuss that, because that's a whole nother segment. It's big news, guys. So keep watching the show. When I go live, click and watch, especially if she's on, because we got some big news to share. Thank you, Sarah. I love having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
And thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you all.